Hello, flockers! How is everybody doing? Today is Tuesday, November 20th, 2018, and it is 7:01 p.m. Hello to everybody in the chat room. We've had people here since about 4:30. Spanky gets the gold star. She was the first one in. She was quickly followed by Vanessa and Mr. Nightbot, as always. Who else came in? Brenda Price is here, and she's almost got her she shed all set up. Let's see. Who else came in? Zoe Crafts is here. And let's see. Spanky. Scrolling. Susan Stenstrom, how are you, my love? I haven't seen you in a while. And Carrie Little C is in the house. Finally, she has internet. We've missed you too, Little C. There's Laura Vasquez. Hello there, Laura. I did respond to your latest comment. I know I have a shadow on my face. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm trying to get rid of the glare on my desk, and now the camera, the overhead camera, is blocking the light. So I apologize. I'll try and hang out down here for you. So Laura, I did respond to your comment, and I'll give an update in a little while. There is Patty. Neferkit 1 is in the house. Janet is here too. Janet Versace Bomb, how are you? And who else came in? Kathleen Elliott, how did surgery go? Tell me how you're doing. We're all waiting to hear how you are doing. Let's see who else came in. I think I'm all caught up. Hopefully, PJ and Carrie will join us. Yes, Carrie, we have missed you. Hello, Judy. Judy Umfleet just got in here. It's all good. Oh, I'm so thankful, Kathleen. We were waiting to hear. There's Diana Warner. How are you, love? Let's see who else. So we took Rosie to the vet today for her annual, and she got her vaccines updated, and turns out she was at the vet 2 months ago when we started getting her the trazodone, the tranquilizer. And since 2 months ago, she has lost another 3 pounds. So they're getting concerned about her weight loss. Even though I've doubled her regular food, I give her a multivitamin every day, and then I give her ground turkey, basmati rice, turmeric, salt, olive oil, and Normandy style frozen vegetables. We were giving her a cup twice a day. Now we're giving her 2 cups twice a day, and all the cookies that she wants. Hello, Mary. How are you? And she's still losing weight. And I am really firmly against commercial dog food, because if you knew what went into it, truckloads of rancid, rotted food that is no longer fit for human consumption. That's what goes into your dog food, people. So, if you're okay with that, then, okay. But remember, you are what you eat. And if your dog really stinks, it's because of its food. So just keep that in mind. So anyway, hi, Lori. How are you, sweetheart? Lori Loves Montana is here. So anyway, so she told us that the dosage that we were giving her, basically half a pill twice a day, or sometimes 3 times a day, she said, hi, Mindy, how are you, darling? She said that was too low, and she said that the normal dosage for her weight would be 2 pills a day. So we gave her a whole pill tonight with dinner. And reluctantly, we thoroughly analyzed the ingredients in the dog food available at Tractor Supply, and we got her a bag, a small bag, just to see how she does on it. Yeah, well, so far she's eaten 2 whole bowls of it. So I guess she likes it. So that is an update on Rosie. We gave her a full pill today when we got home from the vet, and we will see how it goes. All right, so tonight on tap, we will be playing with, hang on, I gotta find it. I put one over there. Just let me grab another one. Okay. And now I will switch to the overhead. Okay, so tonight we are going to be playing with CitraSolv and National Geographic magazines. Thank you so much, Laura. Hi, Jan. How are you, darling? National Geographic magazines, your best deal if you don't subscribe to the magazine. First of all, check on Amazon if you're a Prime member, because they have deeply, deeply, deeply discounted subscriptions. So if you would like to get, that's where I get my Vogue. So we can get that. So you can get, you get it through there, or you can go to your local thrift shop and pick them up there, or your local library, because libraries don't keep magazines. They don't have the space. So they often sell them or give them away. So this is your normal everyday National Geographic. What makes this magazine special is the type of paper. This paper has a clay finish on it, and the clay finish on the good pages, the pages that have lots of glorious pictures. I got my CitraSolv on Walmart.com. And remember, please, this is the concentrated cleaner and degreaser. It is not the spray. This makes 22 gallons of spray cleaner. So you must use the concentrate. Now you can get it on Amazon. And you can also get it on Walmart.com and have it shipped to your local store for free shipping. So you can do that, or you can go to cheapjoes.com. I know that they sell it. But this is it, and I have put it in a squeeze bottle. This is a 16-ounce bottle, and I put it into a 16-ounce squeeze bottle. And this squeeze bottle is leaking. So everything, if you like, what's this about? Wait a minute, what's this about dog food? Which dog food or CitraSolv? Hey, Karen, how are you? Karen Parisi is here. It was cheaper than what the vet suggested, and you had better ratings. Are you talking about dog food? Spanky? Let me scroll back up. I haven't seen. I missed it. She is on Rachel Ray brand and has done so much better. Oh, Rachel Ray has a line of dog food? Hi, Kathy D. How are you? Okay, so you're Rachel Ray has a brand of dog food. Okay. So anyway, when you pick your National Geographic magazine, you can ignore the front pages if you want. They will still react, but for the most part, the beginning pages where there's a lot of this kind of stuff, or there's advertisings, you can tear those pages out if you want. Or if you don't want a bunch of text. Now the text reacts, and you do get some really cool effects, and I'll show you those in a while. So don't ignore the pages of text if you want to play. Use the whole magazine. Even the cover will change to some extent. But most people do say, and oh my God, these birds are huge. Oh my goodness, look at these. Embracing the endangered. Okay, so this is a shoebill right here. This is a Philippine eagle. Wow. Oh, he's gorgeous. I could just look at these birds all day. This is the Egyptian vulture. Hello there, Carol. How are you? Carol's Arty Moments has arrived. The military macaw. Passenger pigeon. But once the good articles start, that is your better quality paper, like this here. And you could do this Jimmy Dean as well. But it's a lot of fun. Don't ignore these graphics either. These graphics make beautiful, beautiful pastel images. But yeah, that's sad. A starving polar bear. But anyway, so all of these pages will work nicely. These have lots of nice colors. These fold outs work very nicely as well. So you can have lots of fun with them. And I'll start showing you. This is the first magazine I did. This is the cover, and I really didn't play with it, but you can get in there with some texture. Let's see, Pixie was on Beneful. Beneful is garbage, if you want to know. We're talking about dog food here. The thing with dog food is, hi Sherry, how are you, sweetheart? The thing with dog food is this. It's made with food that is not fit for human consumption. And this concept of dog food and people food is bullshit. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Food is food. No, I haven't done that yet, Janet, but we can try that tonight, and I can report back on how it works. But dog food is made from rancid, rotten vegetables, rancid, rotten meats that are spoiled, and they are boiled to oblivion, ground up, and that's your dog food. Isn't that nice? Now, the term natural is meaningless. The food industry uses natural to make you think that it's all organic. Arsenic and ricin are natural. Just because it's natural doesn't mean it's good for you. Natural has no legal definition in the food industry. So just remember that. So yeah, this is my public service announcement. Dog food is disgusting. And if you knew how it was made and you knew what was in it, I don't care if it's organically grown chicken and organically grown brown rice. It was rotten and spoiled. And that's why the dog food industry bought it. Okay? So that's what happens to spoiled foods. They either go into pig feed or they go into dog food. And that includes horses, dead cows in the feedlots, you name it. Okay? So that's what goes into dog food. So the myth that it's all made out of an organic farmer's beautiful livestock and vegetables is baloney. Anyway, so I have been very reluctant to feed Rosie commercial dog food for all these years. And for a dog that is 11 and a half years old and looks as amazing as Rosie does and is as healthy as Rosie is, I'm on the right track. So, getting off that subject. Hi there, Kennedy. How are you? So anyway, this is the first magazine I tried, and I just did everything, okay? I did absolutely everything. And you can start to see some of the effects here. This was kind of an advertising page, so, you know, I did them anyway, just because I thought they'd be fun. Here's another page, and you can see that I've mucked around with them. And this is what the text pages turn into. And if you go in and smear the text, you just get this wash of beautiful gray and blue. So you can, you know, don't forego using these. They come out beautiful. So let's get to some of the good pages that I haven't torn up yet. Again, this was an advertisement, and I didn't smear it. But the back came out nicely anyway. This was a bunch of people. But you can see the beautiful, beautiful textures. Oh, and guys, if you don't like the smell of orange, yeah, well, it smells very orangey. This, you can see I ran my fingers through it. I just smeared it. I had a lot of fun with it. This is a fold out. And we got some like ink blot stuff. Those are all different types of sharks. And now it's just all these luscious big pieces of like marbled blue paper. There's what that was, the dark one. That one was underwater. This one's nice. And I have one cooking right now. While the pages are wet with CitraSolv, yes, you can use foam stamps, you can use stencils, you can do all sorts of really cool things. Now this one was a mission, an old mission, but I just thought the pages were so beautiful, and I like how the cross is the only thing that really stayed. So you can get lots of really cool effects. I appear to be buffering. All right, the buffering seems to have stopped for the moment. That is an issue with YouTube. I don't know why. This one was a graphic, and I just went in and I smeared it with my fingers. But, you know, the text pages, you know, they look really cool. You can use them to make clouds, to make snow. Hopefully the buffering won't last. I thought this one was cool. This was a bunch of pictures of people, like a corporate directory kind of deal. And this was, I think, another advertisement. These pages came out really cool. What is on the craft? We are doing CitraSolv and National Geographic pages. And somebody's going to ask me in a couple of seconds, because it always happens. They're going to say, what do you do with these pages? Well, stick with me, guys, because I'm going to show you what you can do with these pages. Okay. And see, this was a map, and it didn't smear a lot, but this would give you really nice pastel colors to work with. And let's see. So you can see there's all sorts of... Everyone you're watching is having problems streaming? Yeah. Hey, PJ, how are you? My lovely son, PJ, is here. This one came out nice. All right, so you're getting the idea. This is what you can do with them. And, you know, that's pretty cool right there. They are awesome, aren't they, little C? Okay, so what else do we have here? They are very, very fragrant, though, so you have to really like the scent of orange. They do also make a lavender. This one was a advertisement for some kind of food, but I thought that was cool. And these were green fabric. These people were surrounded by green fabric. If you look real close, you can actually see a sewing machine right here. And these were cherries that were in some kind of, I didn't smear these very much. I didn't want to lose the bubbles. This was, in fact, this was this was Dr. K, exotic vet from Florida. And there you have it. All right, so it is very, very cool, Kathleen. It's lots of fun. Let me put these aside. Now that you've seen what they can look like, I will show you an in progress magazine. Okay. And I got to move some things. Okay. Come on, give me a little bit more space here. Okay. There we go. Now these pages have been in here. You can use your fingers. If you don't want to use your fingers, you can use texture things. Let me see if I can't find a couple of my texture things. Yeah, find the drawer that they were in. I believe they were in. Okay, they're not there. Let's try this one. Here they are, I think. Nope. One of these days I'll get this place organized. I just don't know anymore. Nope. Nope. I don't know where they went. I give up. I give up. Oh boy. It doesn't break down the paper because the paper is coated with clay. But what it does is it loosens the ink. So you can move it, and there are different ways to do this. So if you pull it off like this, you'll get lines. These really didn't change yet. They will eventually, but... Hello there, Margaret. How are you? Oh, and Debbie is here. Hello, Debbie. Now, these here have not really moved yet. But you can smear out text if you don't want to see the text. let's see, you can add a wee bit more, and you can smear the pages like this. That can sometimes help. These weren't really doing much before I looked, but there was some that were really, see how colorful that one is? You can always add more. Hey squirrel, how you doing? So let's get down here to a few of the, here we go. Just some pages that are really wet. There we go. Check that out. Isn't that cool? And you can transfer some ink by doing that. And if you pull it, you get all this texture. Now this page has a bunch of dendritic prints on it. So here's that. This one is a very dark page. But they also get kind of translucent. Check that out. Is this not gorgeous? Carrie says hi, she's eating. Okay, hi Carrie. Carrie is my lovely daughter-in-law. Your fingers are going to get messy, so if you don't like messy fingers, you can wear rubber gloves. So now I made waves in this one by lifting it part way and then letting it go back down a wee bit. Oh, that's cool. All right. There we go. Now I'll show you these. Come on. See the waves on that? Hi, Malia. How are you? The paper goes translucent. Okay, there's another one. And now this one, I can see some text here. If you don't like the text, it's gone. Doesn't take much. It almost reminds me of vellum. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh my God. Look at that. And you can get different effects if you leave them on top, just laying on top of each other. Oh, good night. Bye, squirrel. Squirrel's leaving already? Oh, okay. So, if you leave these to dry, stuck together, you'll get different effects. There we go. check out that. And see, sometimes they all get very, very dark. So you can, you can offset that a little bit by putting it on top of text. Like this is very, very dark, but this one is all text. So let's transfer some of that. And now this page is much lighter. Thanks, Janet. How long do they take to dry? It depends on the humidity and it depends on the temperature. I'll show you what you can use these for. I started on a piece last night at about 8 o'clock, and I'm just putting the finishing touches on it right now, but I will show you what you can do with it. So now I've added all sorts of interest on top of this text. This next page is going to be really cool. This is blues and pinks and purples. See that? And you can blend out this text here if you don't want to see that. So there you go. Isn't that really cool? Look at the colors in that. And this has some text on it, so you can get rid of that. But, oh wow, that's cool. There we go. And you got a pool of blue ink sitting here. You can't really see it, but let's see. See that pool? Yeah, they smell beautiful. They smell citrusy. I love the smell of it, so it doesn't bother me. Oh, wow. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? Come on. So it doesn't destroy the paper. I mean, obviously it's going to make it a little bit weak, but it really doesn't destroy it. The paper kind of looks like vellum now. Now see, there's text, but look at all those really cool colors. So, you can still use it. And if you don't like the text, you can just smear it out. There, the text is gone. And if you want to fix the pattern, all you have to do is go like that. And then your finger smears are gone. You're late. Don't be late, Debbie. Don't go. Don't, hang on. Debbie, what is your question? We are using CitraSolv Concentrated Degreaser, which is a good, it's a product that is, it's a degreaser. Let me get the bottle again so you can see it. Where did I stick the bottle? Okay. And stay around. I will show you what you can do with these papers besides just make pretty papers. All right. Concentrated cleaner and degreaser. It's got to be the concentrated. This makes over 22 gallons of cleaner. So you have to use the concentrate. You can get this in spray bottles like window cleaner, but it doesn't work. It's not concentrated enough, okay? And we're using National Geographic magazines. Other magazines and some junk mail will work, but the beauty of the Nat Geo is that the papers stay strong. They have a coating of clay on them, and that's why it works for this, because once you use the degreaser, it mixes with the ink, and the ink can then flow on your papers. And you can get some really, really cool effects. So you can have lots of fun with it. Okay. You have a lot of old National Geographics, well then you can use these. But you know, I can see the text and it doesn't bother me. But if you want it to be, you know, if you want it to be gone, it can be gone. This one I'm kind of leaving the critters there in there. Because I like the way they look. And if you were to hang these up on a clothesline and let them dry, you'll get runs in them. So if you would like that effect, then you can hang it up. Hi, Joyce. We're never offended, my love. You are welcome here anytime. It doesn't matter if you're in the chat room or not. But I have no way of saying hello to you if I don't know you're here. And I love you all very, very much, and I would like to be able to say hello to all of you. All right, so now I'm going to smear out this text. Okay, and I have a straw here. You can make, no, that's not really working, is it? Let's see. I don't have. You can. All right. Here's the silicone brush. So you could make lines like that if you like. If that floats your boat, you can do that. If there's too much ink, can you just put on plain? Yes, you could do that. In fact, let's try that. Let me go get a piece of printer paper. And we'll see how that works. This is left over from when I was making Rebecca's journal. All right, so let's see how this works. All right, you do get color transfer. Hi, Judy. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. Okay, so you do get transfer. I don't know how this paper will hold up. This is cool. Let's try and smear that green out a wee bit, fade it out, and then okay. Oh, that's so cool. That almost reminds me of like peacock colors. Whether I don't know if you can get painty papers with it or not. I mean, that is what I got. You know, I guess, you know, it puts ink on the paper, but then it also takes it takes the CitraSolv off of the page and kind of dries the page up. So do you leave? Yes, you leave. I leave it on the tray to dry. If you want to hang it, just be aware that you will get drips. So that's the one thing that you have to just be aware of. If you hang it while it's still wet and there's still liquid on it, it will, you know, run. It does look like color transparencies, doesn't it? And again, you can get different like waves. And see the rainbow in this one? Isn't that gorgeous? So you can have all sorts of fun with this. There we go. Oh, wow. This now it looks like plaid because I have it going that way on one side and this way on the other. And I can't hold it so you can see, but it's basically see-through and I can see plaid through it. So these are lots of fun. You have been warned, it does take quite a bit of CitraSolv. Okay, and now I have another plaid on here. Look at those colors. That's amazing. If you want them to dry just like they are, then, you know, you may need to lay them down flat somewhere. You could probably use them for creeples. This was a 16-ounce bottle, and this is a 16-ounce squirt bottle. Okay, and it is, I've used this much on two magazines. Vanessa, this is called CitraSolv. It is a highly concentrated cleaner and degreaser. And I'm using National Geographic magazines. National Geographic has paper that is finished with, it's finished with clay. So it takes to this process really well. And I'm going to blend that out. And now we can flip it upside down and let it get some bubbles. Okay. Yeah, they do look like transparencies. They do. And, you know, I might leave the text on there for added texture. But, I mean, look at that. Very, very cool. And you'll get a slightly different effect if you leave them dry together. This one's all nice and purple, and the ink is running. Can you see the ink? It is running down the page. This is really cool. You see the way it's dripping and running down? So you can just continue to let it do that. And you can make lines with the excess. Spanky, order it from, you can either order it from Amazon or you can order it from Walmart.com and have it shipped free to your local Walmart. Yeah, you put the stuff on and then you wait. And if your room is very, very cold, it's going to take a while for this to happen. If your room is nice and warm, then it'll start happening very, very quickly. So I came over here earlier and cranked the heat up quite a bit. Okay, so this was a map with purple countries, and I just smeared it out. Will it take your nail? I don't know. I don't polish my nails. My nails haven't seen nail polish in several decades. Maybe since the 90s? Now this is all text here. So I'm trying to drag it out. And it needs a bit more help. But I still like the way it looks. I don't want to mix alcohol with it. No, they don't stick together. And if they do, it's just a little bit of added texture as far as I'm concerned. So even though the text is still there, you still get these really cool effects. So, no, they don't really stick together. Now check this one out. I just made a fan. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Now, if you wanted... Yeah, I keep it in the tray, but if you want, you can lay it out on a table. You can definitely lay it out on a table. If this is exactly the way you want it to dry, then lay it out on a table. I'm just stacking them again. I don't have the space right now. Yeah, you don't want to mix chemicals together. There you go, there's another fan. Yeah, I'm using an old cookie sheet. And if these are too dark for you, then mix them up with other pages that are lighter. This is the back cover. The covers don't work all that well, but you can mix in lighter pages with darker pages to get a more balance. It's a cleaner, it's a degreaser. So what are you talking about left over? I'm using an old cookie sheet. Yeah, you could put I don't want to use the newspaper. One, I don't have any newspaper, and two, it'll stick. So I really don't want it to stick. But I just have left them lay here the way they are. They're not. I just let them dry the way they want to dry. But I mean, these colors are just amazing. This looks like raindrops. So, yeah, you can continue playing with these. And if I put them on anything right now that's not covered, I'm just going to have a mess. So, oh, look at this page. Look at this one. Hang on. That one looks really spooky now. The magazine soaks it up, yep. So this is a magazine that I started. And now I can show you what it looks like. Yeah, it doesn't really, really pick up the pattern. Squirrel had asked whether or not it picked up a pattern. But it really doesn't. It just looks like you took a green or just a charcoal pencil and smeared it, or pastel. So it doesn't really do much. The magazine does soak it up and then it dries, and the pages remain slightly translucent. I did have a whole pile of them here. These are the ones that I already finished. And I just left them piled up on top of each other. But, you know, you get really cool pages. I didn't really do much to them. This one didn't really change much. But, you know, you get really, really cool papers. Yes, the magazines soak it all up. And these have remained slightly translucent. I don't know. Let's see. You can see my finger behind it. See? Hello there, Blue Sea. Oh, Sandra Andrews has changed her name to Blue Sea. Well, welcome, Blue Sea. How are you? Hi, Irma. Here is another one. This is dry. And this one I ran my fingers through. There you go. There's another one. So they turn out really cool. I have one I have to show you that I was just over the moon in love with. Hang on. Where'd it go? I put it somewhere so it would be safe. And now I can't find it. Here it is. Check this out. Sometimes it lightens, sometimes it darkens. This, I blurred out everything around the chicken and I left the chicken. Debbie, I only used the National Geographic. National Geographic has a lot of fold-out pages, so the really big page is a fold-out. So let's get ready to start a new page, a new one, and I'll show you how the process works. I'm not going to bother with the cover because, in my opinion, it doesn't really do much. And I'm going to flip this around because I only have one cookie sheet. So I'm going to tear this out. And you can leave it in book form if you want. Okay, let me, I just want to quickly go over here and, is it the same channel? Okay, no, you started a brand new channel. Okay. All right, well, I subscribe to you, Sandra. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to save the beginning pages. Because, you know, frankly, I don't need... They don't turn out the way you'd like. And I am taking them out of the magazine form. You can leave them in magazine form if you want, but I just find this a little bit easier to deal with. And these birds are cute, so I don't know if I'm going to use those pages. I may save them. Yeah, I'm going to save them. And that might make a fun page. I don't know. That I'll toss. So it's usually like the first 20 pages of the magazine before you get to the good paper. Okay. See, this will turn really pretty. This yellow page will look nice. This page, I'm just going to say, is just too dark. This red page will be pretty. This page should turn out pretty also. And this is a fold out, so that'll be really cool. Again, here's another fold out. This one's going to be real dark. I'll do it, but it's going to be real dark. This page should turn out good. Let's see if I can't pull this off now. Make it a little bit easier to get the pages apart. I'm just trying to pull the glued binding off. My thumb is hurting so bad. Oh my God. I can't do anything with this thumb. Oh, I'm seeing stars here just doing this. Just try and get this off. All right. There's a lot of colors in this page, so that'll look good. I don't know why it's hurting, Mindy. I think it could be arthritis. I just don't know. I have arthritis in all my joints, so it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, you could. Yeah, if you wanted to cut it, you could cut it. I'm just, you know, I'm just not wanting to go haul the cutter out and. There we go. I'm not sure what happened, Janet. As like I said, I think it's probably arthritis. Now these pages will turn out really nice. But we should probably, you know, get in there and mush them around a wee bit. It'll be a really nice pastel-y color. So, and again, this is a messy process. So if you don't like getting your hands dirty, yeah, arthritis is a real, yeah. So if you don't like getting your hands dirty, I recommend that you wear rubber gloves for this. This should turn out real good also. This page and this page here, that looks really cool. And this is another fold out page. So that'll come out really good. You like the bird? Yeah. That'll look cool. And this one. So PJ should be very happy to know that that Sanjay, ooh, wow, this page is going to be stunning. Sanjay procured a turkey breast, stuffing, and turkey from Costco. Yeah, Cheryl, you're getting arthritis too? Arthritis. That's what they call it down here, arthritis. So these pages will be pretty. Oh, that page will be good too. These will be very dark. Okay, and I'm not going to use the back cover. And you guys are going to yell at me, but I'm throwing out this paper because I got so much paper in this place. I don't know what to do. Hi, Linda. How are you? That's right, Cheryl. It can take a long walk off a short pier or a short dock. Okay, so I'm going to very carefully try and have some of my organic grapes that I brought over here without touching them with my hands. Oh, happy birthday, Linda! I would sing to you, but I would break the internet. Okay. So again, this is how we do this. We're using the CitraSolv Concentrated Cleaner. This makes 22 gallons of the regular cleaner. So don't buy the cleaner in the spray bottle. Very nice, Linda. Did you win anything? Guys, the delay is really bad. I'm noticing that the screen just showed you my grapes. So there's like a 30-second delay here. So if I don't respond to you right away, just be patient. So CitraSolv Concentrated. You can get this at you can buy it at walmart.com and have it shipped to your local Walmart for free shipping. Or you can order it on Amazon. And if you would, I have a link in the description box down below to this product on Amazon. So you can go there and buy it. Or you can get it from cheapjoes.com. So, this is the concentrate, and we are using National Geographic magazines because they work the best. Okay, and I don't have the cover here. No, that's not the cover. Here it is. So National Geographic magazines. There are other magazines. Apparently there's an American Doll catalog that I've heard works real well. So you can try that. You can also try junk mail. Sometimes the glossy junk mail that you get will work. And as you can see over here, this is already dull, which means that this is starting to dry. Okay? So if your room is warm, it will dry faster. The back is still wet, but look at that. Isn't that cool? Check that out. So basically what I did was I put it up on a cardboard box in front of my propane heater. And I have a whole house propane thing. So I can use that, or I can use the wood stove. So I put it on a box in front of that and left it overnight. And that's the way it works. Now, some of the pages are going to be dark. But some of them, very dark and foreboding. And you can still see what that is. So you can drag it or you can get in there and smear it. But some of the pages will, you know, be really, really cool. I'd like to smear this a wee bit more. You can smooth out the edges so it blends nicely. And you can just go in here and with your finger and blur it up. Okay. And then, now this was an advertisement page. So it didn't really change as much as I had hoped. Yep, you can use gloves if you want. I have gloves, but they're not here. They're over at the house. So, and if it's not doing what you want, you know, you can always just add a wee bit more, and you know, it'll start moving. It usually doesn't take a lot. See, there we go. A few more drops, and we got it. All right. All right, so now we got a splash of color there. All right, so let's begin. All right, I'm going to start with this page first, and you're just going to splash some on there. Now these pages are going to turn out real dark. You can decide not to do that, not to use them. It's whatever you prefer to do. Now I'm not, you know, pouring a lot on here. I'm just letting it drizzle. If you have sensitive skin, then I recommend you use gloves. And if you mix your light pages and your dark pages on top of each other, some of the ink will transfer and hopefully equalize the amount of ink on each page. This page is going to be absolutely amazing. Okay. Now this is a fold out. See, it's already starting to do things. This is all text. I'm not going to use it. Hello, Carrie. How are you? Did you enjoy your dinner? We're giving PJ turkey dinner. We have a sweet potato pie. We have turkey breast, stuffing, gravy, We're going to make string bean casserole. So we'll be feeding him well, not to worry. Yes, I am, PJ, I am. Sanjay got a turkey breast that came with stuffing and gravy. And all you have to do is put the pans in the oven and they will be good to go. I don't know. You could try fabric. Don't be afraid to play with this. Don't be afraid to experiment. If you have a piece of muslin or a cheap pillowcase, white pillowcase, go for it. This is another fold-out page that we've got here. I kind of like those eyes. This page should turn out cool. I kind of like those eyes. I think maybe I'll save that page. Nah, I'll use it. I will use it. See, I am using quite a bit of this. I've used half the bottle already. It's better to drop it on. You can do however you like. The spray you might get a lot of overspray, and it may actually, if you have a sore hand like I do, then you know, a spray may hurt your hand. And the overspray, you know, you're going to be putting a lot of the fragrance in the air. So if you don't like the smell, then don't spray it. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Now, I have to ask folks, would you want a Creeples, a Thanksgiving Creeples night? If you want me to do Creeples on Thursday, I can do that. But you all need to let me know. PJ and I may have the studio torn apart, so I'm not sure if it'll be possible. I know I got people that don't celebrate Thanksgiving, you know, and, you know, Canadians and Australia, Europe. And I don't know if this yellow page will work, but we'll give it a try. All right. So you would like a Creeples Thanksgiving? then we'll plan on it. Maybe we'll start a little bit later. All right. Put that over here. And now we can start going in here. Oh yeah, it's already working. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Already working. Wow. You're having yours on Friday? Wow, check that out, guys. Really cool. So if it's warm in your room, it'll start right away. Wow. Look at that. Oh, look at that. This is awesome, people. You really need to try this. Look at that. Very, very cool. Now let's see if we do it. Okay. So look at how fast this started. Oh yeah, that's pretty. This is awesome. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So cool. Woo! You can get all sorts of pretty patterns on here. Wow, that's pretty. Yes, it is a very strong citrus smell. Look at that. Is this not amazing, guys? Look at that. That is so cool. Oh, wow. That is just so fantastic. Yes, you can do it outside. My problem here is there's always a breeze going up the mountain. So, that's an issue. Now, I have lots of ink on this page and not so much ink on this one. See, this is an advertisement. Oh, I've got ink blobs. You see that? It's dripping. There, now we've added some interest. Let's see if these will. This was also an advertisement. So it's not really. This is not really moving. This one doesn't seem to be doing much either. Sometimes it might just take, certain pages may need just a little extra. And some, you know, if they don't work, they don't work. That's okay. Yeah, this isn't really doing much either. It's okay, now it's moving. There we go. Now it's moving. Just needs a wee bit extra time. Oh, see that? See how pretty this turned out? Look at this. Real pastel-y. Linda, it may have been because it was cold. If it's very dry or very cold, it's going to take a while for the effect to work. Okay? And you can mix the pages up if you'd like to mix colors. Like her, I'd rather not look at. Hi, Mary, how are you? Here's Star Trek. And sometimes when it's dry, it will still smear. So. And these didn't really do much. Maybe I'll try giving them a wee bit more of a squirt. And it may take a couple of days for all this stuff to dry, so. Oh God, you had the baby for 12 hours. My God. I give you a lot of credit, Mary. No freaking way would I be able to do that. Yeah, certain pages are not going to change. So you got to take the good with the bad. This cover kind of changed. So you could still use those pieces of paper. Okay, but I mean, just look at these. Very, very cool. She takes 2 naps a day. It's a good thing. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. All right. All right, so that's enough of that. All right, I'm going to go wash my hands and put this aside, and then I'm going to show you what you can do with these papers, because everybody wants to know, what can I do with these papers? Hang on a second. There, okay. All right, let me put these away. let me try and wash my hands off a wee bit. I don't have running water, so it's going to be fun. But I'll do my best. Okay. Well, I got some of it off anyway. I got some of it off. My fingernails look like I've been digging in the dirt. Okay. So they're a little cleaner. Okay. All right, you ready, guys? This is what you can do with all of these papers once they are dry. How do you like that? There you go. That is what you can do with these. I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out, and it's not finished yet. And I have to wait a really long time to get your reaction, and it's killing me. I want somebody to see this, and I want somebody to say, oh my God, that's fantastic. But there's nothing but silence and a blank glass top. Oh, now you're finally seeing it. Okay, so I did this. This is all torn except for the barn, the buildings, and the chickens. Okay, I used the papers that I made, these papers from my first magazine. And I tore them by my hand, and I used these glue sticks to glue them down. These are the Jot brand, which is Dollar Tree's brand. And they're going to... Lori Marie would be proud. I'll post it. It's like a quilt, yeah. So I will post it to Lori Marie's group. I'm in her village. So I'll post it there. But I'm not done with it yet. And I really don't like the way the water feature worked out. It just, you know, I guess it's okay. But, well, thank you, Shelly. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you so much. So I cut out, and PJ, Sanjay was mad because I bought these. I bought a magazine called The Urban Farmer, and I bought a barn calendar. And I put a hole in December 2019 already because I borrowed the barn. And then I got my chickens out of my Murray McMurray hatchery. I decided not to try and collage the buildings because I figured it's not going to work. And I cut out some tree. Excuse me. Now I have the hiccups. I cut out some trees, and I gave it a little bit of a tree line. Oh, Mary, really? So, but yeah, he was a little bit perturbed that I spent all that money on the magazine and the calendar just so that I could just so that I could have, you know, these items. Actually, just the greenhouse and the barn. But I figured I could continue to work on this tonight, and I'm probably going to have to keep stopping and re-gluing stuff down because the glue stick. I don't know how people use the glue stick, in my humble opinion, to make saleable artwork. Oh, I love calendars, Mary. You want to send me some calendars? I will take them. I use a lot of calendars in my work. But this thing, every time I look at it, it's popping up. So it's falling apart. So the glue stick, in my humble opinion, is not all that good. So every time I go around it with the Stabilo All or something, the pieces are popping up. And as they pop up, I put down real glue. So I did have a lot of fun doing this. I was waiting for Sanjay to get here last night. And around 7:45, I said, screw it, I want to play. Some of these pages were not even really that dry. But I decided, the heck with it. I came over here, I picked up a package of glue stick. You use the Elmer's glue stick? Carrie swears by the Aleene's glue stick. I don't have any of it, and I just didn't really feel like spending $3.74 for 2 glue sticks, because I just don't see how it could possibly hold things down all that well. So I figured I would finish out the show tonight, trying to do some more work on this. I'm going to bring my Pitt pens in and use those, try to blend things in. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have if you guys have calendars, old calendars that you're getting rid of because, you know, it's coming up to be a new year, send them my way. I take calendars of all types and I use them in my work. I'm also going to start doing some larger work. So, you know, the larger calendars are fine. I will happily, oh my God, does that hurt? I will happily take your calendars. As long as they have images on them, that's fine. People are always a good topic. Animals is another good topic. I don't like the ones that have cars and stuff. If you have one with old tractors on it, oh yeah. I went to Agway to get some chicken feed before I left New York, and they gave me an antique tractor calendar. I was over the moon! Holy cow! And I wanted to put a little tractor in here, but I could. These are huge, and they don't have the small samples. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a tiny tractor, and I'm going to print it out, and I'm going to glue it down here, because I think this needs a tractor. Aw, thank you, Carrie. Thank you, sweetheart. Aw, that's so sweet. Look up UB glue sticks. It's the Tombow of your sticks. Okay. Yeah, that's, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if I had to reduce it that small, I mean, it's got to be about 1/2 inch big to fit in here. So to go from this massive picture down to here, you wouldn't see anything. So it's best to just start with a smaller image. So I'll share my desktop with you. I'm going to pop over to Google Images. And we're going to look for Kubota tractor. We can even look for one of mine. There we go. Now see, let's see. That's 600 by 600. That may work. Let's try that one. Okay, there you go. I will say, I'm going to copy the image, and now you will not be able to see what I'm doing. So I will switch back to my overhead because I have to open up Photoshop, and I haven't quite figured out how to get my entire screen to be visible to you. So let me just quickly open this and print this out, and then we can get back to this. Okay. Come on, open up. There we go. Okay. Image size. I want this to be about an inch. Okay, file, print. That works. Okay, let me go get it off the printer. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Oh, he's so cute. There. Ta-da! One little tractor. It's a little blurry. I think maybe I'll use my, where did my cardboard go? I think I'll use my X-Acto. Yes, goodness, that is a tiny tractor. Sanjay had not seen the tractor. So he hadn't seen it until today. And he says, "My, that's a big tractor." Yes, it is. It's a big tractor. Okay. And then I think we'll play with our pit pens and try and add some shading and whatnot to the collage, just to try and make it blend together. And I'm going to lose my rear view mirror, but that's okay. There. Come on now, cut. Oh, Mary's still not feeling well? Oh, yes, Sanjay drove here all by himself. He was in Bethesda, Maryland for some training. And he actually had dinner with PJ and Carrie on Saturday night. And yeah, then he drove down. He drove down yesterday afternoon. And he had to stop at like 15 different places. He went to the Container Store. He got me 2 bulletin boards so I can start hanging up all my beautiful things that all of you have sent me. So they're back at the house. I'll try and get them hung up real soon. And he got me some more containers to try and help organize. So and then he had to stop at the Indian grocer, and then he stopped at Walmart, then he stopped at Costco. Well, he had fun with you guys, so I'm glad that you were able to get together. All right, so I am going to try and darken this up. Darken up the edges, but see this? See that? Look. Really? Oh God, does that hurt my thumb? Oy, oy, oy. I'm going to try some Fabri-Tac glue. The solvent glues don't wrinkle up your pages as much as the wet glues do. So there, we'll put our tractor. Let's see. I think I'll put my tractor right about there. I'm thinking about calling her Marmalade. What do you think? Think I should call her Marmalade? And he was the one that picked up the Thanksgiving food. So I can give PJ a nice Thanksgiving meal. Because he's not gonna be there for Carrie's meal, and she really does up cooks up a storm there on Thanksgiving. All right, so it's Kubota orange. So I'm just going to go around the edges a wee bit. And darken the edges. Okay, now I have to get black. Is the collage that you're looking at, Cheryl, is all CitraSolv paper. I did this last night. I finished it up this afternoon, so it took me about 3 hours total. But this is all CitraSolv paper, and all I did was tear it by hand and use a glue stick. And I can see where pages are coming up. So I'm going to have to glue them down. So yes, these are obviously not CitraSolv papers, okay? And my tractor is not. Alright, where did that page go? Here it is. Oh, thank you, Mindy. All right, now the tractor is right there. I need a bit of black. So that's, I knew people would say, well, what do you do with all those papers? So this is what you can do with all these papers. Use them to collage with. Or to make underwears for your altered book or something. All right, so I've darkened him in. I should have done that with all of those things, but I did not. Okay, so we're going to glue down the tractor. And yes, I am thinking of naming my tractor Marmalade. I'll have to see about trying to get some letters, some kind of like to print out her name or something. All right, so the tractor is obviously going to throw a shadow. So I'm using my Pitt pens, and they smear nicely while they're still wet, so they can give you a nice shadow. And if the sun is coming from this way, there should be shadows over here on this side of the building. Okay, there's some shadow. I'm going to put probably some gloss Mod Podge or matte Mod Podge over it. So yeah, I am planning on putting some kind of protection on it. And there should be some shadow over here. And I guess the chickens would be shadow too, right? So I'm basically just going around things, trying to, provide a wee bit of shadowing, just to try and help the mind see what I want it to see. And I did find my water barrel pens, so I can start using them with my Stabilo. You put, yeah, I started this around 8 o'clock last night, and I didn't really do any of it today until we came home from the vet, so around 4 o'clock, and I finished it up. I should put a little bridge over the river. How else would the tractor get to the other field? That's right. Okay, I can do a bridge. I can do a bridge. This area should all be in shadow. So yeah, I find a little bridge here. Okay, just trying to, give it a little bit of reality here. Yeah, I think that's actually helping, yeah. And on some of these higher peaks, they're going to have crevices and shadow, so you can add that. I could find a little bridge. I bet. I do like these pit markers. Okay. How is Rosie? She's very, I think she wore herself out today. Because she had to go to the vet, and she kind of came unglued, but we gave her a whole pill afterwards, and they're concerned because she's still losing so much weight. She's lost 3 pounds in 2 months, so but she told me to up the dose, so I'm going to start giving her 1 pill in the morning and 1 pill in the evening and see how she does. I was only giving her half a pill, and she said that is not enough. All right, let's do some of that. So, yeah, she was really not happy going to the vets. Not at all. Oh, boy, was she mad. That is not dark enough. Let's try this one. That's more better. So Mary, my love, I'll look at your link in a little while. So my girlfriend Linda's moving out at the end of the month. I am going to miss her horribly. See, look at that. The whole thing just peeled off. That is highly irritating. Oh, okay, sweetheart. I'll look at it in a little while. I will look at it after I'm done here. All right. Now I'd like to darken in the water a wee bit here. Just try and give it some kind of uniformity here a little bit. And it should be darker along the edges anyway. Maybe do some Wink Stella on the water here and make it shimmer. That would work. Oh, you did a pop-up page. Oh, that's good, Mary. I found the next one that we're doing. A really cool technique. So I found a really cool one. I think we'll all have fun with it. I'm going to hit the edges of the water with some brown to kind of make the banks blend in a wee bit. So I got to see my sweet Maya today. Maya Roten, she's the oldest Roten child. And she and her grandmother makes chairs. She has a chair factory here. Her and her grandma were on the side of the road strapping down something. Oh, Mary, you mean post a link to your video? That's easy to do, sweetheart. Just copy the link from YouTube and paste it in your message box on the flock. That is easy peasy. So they were fixing the load. It had shifted, so they stopped to fix it. I think it should be grayer brown. Let's try this one. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Oh, and Carrie, if you and PJ are coming down for Christmas, oh yes, sirree, Bob, there is a 50,000 square foot Hobby Lobby opening up in Boone. Won't we be having fun? While Sanjay and PJ worry about the bill, we will be having fun. Oh, you're not coming down for, oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, well, I'll do a video walkthrough. That is a shame. How long does the when does that end? When does the mandatory no time off end? These are not Copic. These are Faber-Castell Pitt pens. This is the 48 pen set. And I waited until it was on sale. I think it was like Black Friday. And man, oh man, oh man, Zoe, these things are so worth it. Anytime you have one of these types of markers, though, store them horizontally. Don't stand them up. Okay, that preserves them. So, and what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make a very, very, very faint line and blend, because it's far away, so it shouldn't really have a really dark, dark, dark edge. Things get lighter and fade in the distance. Once you get closer, though, you can start building it. And more than anything, I'm just trying to define the edges of where things change. And I tore the edges of the paper. I didn't cut them. So it reacts differently than a cut edge. There we go. You're looking for Xmas presents? Yeah. Copic, yeah, those are expensive. I don't know. I think Carrie has some of the knockoff Copics that she got on Wish. So you could try checking Wish. Copic markers, I think they're kind of like Tim Holtz stuff. I think that they're kind of like overrated, overpriced. These Faber-Castell pens, they're India ink. They're permanent when dry, but you can blend them when they're still wet, and they're not alcohol, so you're not smelling all that alcohol all the time. So I don't know as to whether or not they're really worth all the hubbub. And I gotta glue this bit down. Oh, that's cool, Cheryl. Cheryl's starting. I've seen her channel. I've not. I haven't watched it recently, but I am subscribed to her. Janet M. Young is doing some drawing lessons on YouTube, so that should be interesting. Yeah, Copic are expensive, and if they're alcohol, you know, it's pigment and alcohol, people. It's not rocket science. You have 61 Tim Holtz distress markers, and you've used one of them, and that's it. Wow. And you used it once, and that's it. Oh, my God. I think he's way overpriced and way overrated. Sorry, I'm eating a grape. All right, and now I'd like to go in with a bit of a gray color. I'll have to look at her at her channel and check out her drawing lessons. Because that I would so love to be able to draw. I can do silly things like chickens, but now let's see. These should all technically have shadow because so there's some shadow. And I'm guessing the barn should have shadow too. And these trees should all have shadow. All right. You don't get into the coloring. Yeah, I don't. If you like to do coloring, like adult coloring books, then, you know, maybe you'd like the Copics, but otherwise I just don't see the value in them. The Pitt pens are fantastic. And I use them a lot. Just to try and fix boo-boos. I do use them quite a bit. And I use them to change color. On this girl right here, I use my Pitt pens to do her hair. Her hair is all done with pink and orange. And they blend really nicely. What was I doing with this? That's what I was doing. Trying to darken up some of these white pieces. Oh, let's do this over here. So I used my tractor today to reload the wood rack up on the deck. That is so fantastic, man. It saves me so much time. Instead of logging, you know, dragging one log at a time. Butter bow tie noodles smothered in butter with salt, pepper, and some shredded Colby Jack cheese. Oh my God, does that sound good, Spanky? Felt tip markers on the jelly plate is fun. Yeah, you've really been doing a lot of those. I haven't tried that. I haven't taken my jelly plate out. And I use my acrylic sprays on them. And I stained it pretty bad. That sounds really good, Spanky. Just noodles with butter and cheese and salt and pepper. I have that Lowry's, seasoning salt. I wonder if that would be good. All right, I got to change fingers. That finger's all dark. That works. The torn edges of the paper really act like a sponge. They really soak up the ink. So you have to be quick with it. Don't peel up. Do not make me mad. Cook the noodles, then rinse and put back in the pan. Dump a large scoop of butter. Mix it well, add salt, pepper, and scoop in your bowl and add cheese. Oh my God. Now I want to go back to the house and cook a box of noodles. I do has the noodles. Okay, I'll leave that like that. That could stay like that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just giving it a once over. Let's see, what other? Just regular salt and pepper. It probably wouldn't go. Okay, I wouldn't do it then. Yeah. Okay, I have to find a bridge. And I think I want to add a wee bit more shadowing up here. Because this whole area should technically be in the shade at the moment. Okay. Seasoning salt has too many different added flavors. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Your grocery store usually sells large boxes of the different noodles. Oh, 10 for $10. That's pretty good. That is a pretty good deal. Okay. So, tonight's giveaway is actually going to be some of these. A spoonful of pesto or broccoli flour. Yeah. Stewed or diced tomatoes. That's good. So I'll take 10 pages out of here and send them to you. You'll know it's me when you smell like an orange exploded in your mailbox. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I appreciate that. I have to tell you, years ago, my brother's second wife, Diane, she is Italian, and she used to make what she called wop slop. Yes, wop is a derogatory term referring to somebody of Italian descent. And I'm aware that it is a derogatory term, and it's not meant to hurt anybody. She's the one that coined the phrase. So she would make the noodles, and then she would add butter and Parmesan cheese and like mixed vegetables like corn, peas, and carrots. And mix that all in together. And oh my God, that used to be so good. I really, really, really enjoyed that. We'd make big, huge bowls of it. Okay. So now I have to find a bridge. And it's probably going to be a small bridge. I don't trust myself. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Thank you so very much for spending your evening with us. Oh, well, I'm so glad you found me, Nancy. Thank you so very much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you really like crafting and you like to be surrounded by encouragement and love and friendship, then please do consider joining our Facebook group, The Flock. Mr. Nightbot should post a link pretty soon with a link to it. So do consider coming on over there and joining us over there. We do swaps. I think in January I'm also going to start doing something like a daily encouragement or a daily prompt. I'm not sure that I want to. I'm not sure that I want to do like a prompt card thing, because that's being done everywhere. So I think rather I would just like to be able to post a daily inspiration. So like maybe in January we could start that, and it might just be a photograph that I found beautiful. It might be a color palette. It may be, it might be a couple of keywords, but something. And then we can do things in the Facebook group where you show what your exactly. Everyone is doing prompts. It's been done and overdone, but I'd like to be able to do something over in the Facebook group where it's just a little tidbit. Here's an idea, go run with it, and then post to the group and let us know what you do. And I might also start doing some live videos in the group, in the Facebook group. Maybe like during the day, so that we can all hang out there a little bit also. And who knows, if I can post those videos and get them off Facebook, I could also add them to the YouTube channel. So Nancy, being that you are new, what we did tonight, and I can go get it, we used this product right here, and it's called CitraSolv, and it is a highly concentrated cleaner and degreaser, but it doesn't have any dangerous, it's not like an engine degreaser. Those things are lethal. This is, a better alternative ingredients. It's using real essential oils in order to make the product work. This makes over 22 gallons of the stuff you can buy in the spray bottle. So it's very, very concentrated. So what you do is, let me go get let me move these out of the way and move the collage so it doesn't get messed up. And I'll bring back our tray. So what you do is you put your CitraSolv. I used this much of the bottle. And I've done 3 magazines total. But check this out. You pour it on, you don't pour it. You squirt a little bit of it on. Okay? Onto your National Geographic magazine. And you get these. Okay? And they are just absolutely breathtaking. National Geographic magazines have a clay finish on the paper, and it allows the ink to slide over it. If you're from the South, then you're very familiar with, red clay. But they use a clay finish on top of the pages, and then they put the ink down on that. So it gives it a nice slick surface, and when you put the CitraSolv on there, it breaks down the inks, and you get all this magical goodness. So this is what we did tonight. And these are the pages that I got from the very first one that I did, the first magazine. Okay, and that's what I used to make the collage. And I live on a farm, and I just got myself a Kubota tractor, and I love my chickens, so that's what you're seeing down here in the lower corner. And my farm is in the Southern Appalachians, in the high country of North Carolina. So I wanted to do a collage, and so that was that. But yeah, this stuff is amazing. You can buy it on Walmart. Oh, thanks, Janet. You can buy it on Walmart and have it delivered with free shipping to your local Walmart, or you can get it on Amazon if you have Prime, or you can get it from cheapjoes.com. That's an art supply store here in Boone, North Carolina, and they sell it. And if you go to CitraSolv's website, they have dedicated pages to artist galleries. Look at that. Is that not cool or what? So it does take a while for them to dry. But oh my God. You can get waves of patterns. Look at that. Oh, wonderful, 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 Nancy. Let me go over there and pop your approval. Hang on one second. It should just take me a second. Oh, somebody already beat me to it. You have been approved, Nancy. You are now a member of the flock. That is so awesome. Thank you so much for joining. They really are a lot of fun. If you do not like very strong citrus smells, I suggest you do it outside. Well, I'm sure you've got Walmart up there in Canada. But yeah, definitely take a look. It has to be the concentrate. Just remember that. I actually bought the regular stuff from Amazon. I got 2 bottles of it, thinking, oh, this is it. Yeah, it wasn't. It was not. It was the diluted stuff. And let's see, the back of this page was really pretty. There you go. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just going to put these aside and let them dry. I'm not sure I'll have a lot of time to play with them next few days. But and we do have other Canadians. So if you're interested in doing our swap, we have a friendship swap that is once a month. You get up to 2 partners, and you send some crafty items that represent you as a person to them, and they do the same for you. And then you make a little friendship journal, and you make pages for your new friends, and they become an art journal, a friendship journal, and basically an address book for all your new friends. So it's really, really nice. We're not doing it in December. I'm giving people the month off to try and recharge their batteries and enjoy the holidays with their family and all that. So this one is all purpley, and you can let it run. If you can see it, it's running. So you can let it drip. If you like the drippy look, you can let it, hang it from a string and let them dry that way. But This is lots of fun, guys, so I do hope you will give this a try. All right, now I'm going to put these aside, and I still have to find a bridge. Oh, and if you don't like getting your hands dirty, I highly suggest wearing gloves for this. Because, yeah, I look like who done it and ran. I look like I... Hi, Zoe! It looks like I broke into a printing factory. All right. I'm going to grab a grape or two. And now I need to find a bridge. I don't know if there would be a bridge in here somewhere. Probably not. I guess I'll have to find me one. I do not think I could draw one. I'm not technical. I guess I'll put it back here so it doesn't have to be big. Have to be about yay big. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to draw. It may not work. Yeah, I can't draw it. You can make a journal with them. Huh? You can, oh, you can make a journal with the pages. Is that what you're saying, Cheryl? All right, so it's not going to work for me to be able to draw a bridge, so I'm going to return to Mr. Google. And I will look for one. I just need a small bridge. Over a river. There we go. That would work. That's even the right angle. Okay, let me go back here to Mr. Photoshop. That would be interesting too, Cheryl. That would be a very pretty journal, that's for sure. Come on. There it is. Now let's see how big that is. It needs to be, where is my ruler? There it is. Needs to be about like 1/2 inch. So I'm guessing that would be about 3/4 of an inch, 0.75. All right, we'll see how this works. We shall see. Print. Okay, let me go get that off the printer. Oh, it's so tiny, I can't even see it. Well, I guess it'll work. I guess it'll work. It's very tiny. They just said Thursday's high will be 27. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's supposed to be getting cold here, too. Okay. Try not to handle it too much because my fingers have ink all over them. I hope you can even make this out. What do you think, Carrie? Does that work? I hope it works. I will glue it down. Yeah, air from Alaska. Gee, thanks, Alaska. Okay. And I don't want to put my fingers all over it because they are dirty. And we'll give this a bit of shadow, and I think I'll use my Pitt pens because I like the way they work almost better than I like the way they what do you call it? The Stabilo All works. It's been snowing for 2 days where you are? Oh boy. Too much snow. What part of Canada are you from, Nancy? We have members from Alberta, Edmonton, British Columbia, and I think somewhere in Ottawa. Oh, right, Cheryl? Bridge over troubled water. I love that. All right, let's give this some shadow. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to try and I'm going to try and use some maybe gel pen. Gel pen. Where is my bag of tricks? Here it is. Your boyfriend is from Montreal? You're from Quebec, okay. My doctor is actually from Quebec. Just trying to lighten it up a wee bit. It seems awfully blue. Having trouble seeing here. Just wanted to lighten it up just a wee bit. There we go. I think that helps. And I also want to add just, you know, some scattering of white. You can't see what I'm doing. Water usually has a reflection right at the water's edge. So I'm just trying to add a little bit of realism here. To the water. You have to say good night. Oh, good night, Vanessa. Thanks so much for being here, sweetheart. And if I don't talk to you beforehand, please do have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. I know that Nancy up there in Canada has already celebrated Thanksgiving. That was October 8th for Canada. So just an occasional little bitty spot of white makes it look like ripples. So it's not going to see very much of it up here, so I don't want to really add too much. I'm adding it, but then I'm dabbing it out with my finger, and that lightens it a wee bit. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. And if you have a clean finger, this is a gel pen, so it will smear for you a wee bit. So that looks good. Aw, thank you, Spanky. Let's see, what else can we do with this? I guess I have to sign it. I do. Where is my extra small? There it is. Actually, I could use my white gel pen to sign it. Yeah, it's fall in Virginia, yep. Yeah, we had a very wet fall. We really did. There we go. I signed it. You can't see what I'm doing. not sure where it's going right now. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna let it chillax for a day, and then look at all the pieces again and make sure that they're not popping up. And if they are, I will glue them back down, and then I'll put some Mod Podge on it. So I'm kind of happy with the way it came out. I think it looks pretty good. So this is the type of thing you can do with your CitraSolv papers, or as Cheryl suggested, you can put them together into a journal, and you can make an art journal out of them. But it's a lot of fun. It really is. And I like citrus, so the smell is not bothering me at all. But so I think what I'm going to do is I don't know if these are full pages. I don't think they are. Come on now, I got stuff falling all over the place here. You go there, you go there, you go up there. Aw, thanks, Spanky. So let's go, let's find. That's a pretty good page. So we'll do that one. I'll do this one. Do this one. And for those of you that like a bit of realism, here's a little sewing machine there. I'll give you that one because that's real pretty. That's got lots of colors in it. Yeah, I like the cherry. I could toss a cherry in there. Did I toss one in here? No. Let's find the cherries. Where the heck did it go? Where'd it go? Maybe that one. Oh, the cherries. No, did we do them? I could have sworn I just saw them. They're on the back of one page already? Ah, yeah, okay. So you can choose which you want. And Nancy, you got your shirt? Oh, fantastic. I should get mine then. I should get mine. I had it shipped here. Yeah, that one's cool. I'm looking forward to getting it. Nancy, for you're new, once a week, I give away a loyalty reward to my members. So usually on Tuesday nights. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting together some pages that I'm going to send you to a lucky winner. I'll give you that one. That's got kind of a human figure in it. It actually was a human, so you might have fun with that. That one's cool, and it's got blue on the back. This was the trifold. Let's see. I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm out of full pages here. Okay. Okay. So there's a little pile there. Okay, so we'll see who the winner is. Put these out of the way. Okay, you must be a public subscriber to my channel, and you should be a member of the flock so I can communicate with you and get you your street address. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's see who is not eligible. That went out. Let's fix that. And let's change these two to that. Okay. The following people are not eligible this week: Mary Brewer, Malia Moriarty, Atetal Genham, and Connie Monroe. So if you are present, know that I love you lots, but you're not eligible because we have to give others a chance to win. So once you win, you have to sit out for a month until you're eligible to win again. Okay, let's see who the lucky winner is. Janet! Janet Versace Bomb has won these. So congratulations to Janet. That is most awesome. That is fantastic. Janet hasn't won in quite a while. I think she's won before. You are so very welcome, sweetheart. 11/20/2018. Janet, yeah. And she won some CitraSolv papers. Very, very awesome. So Janet, my mailman comes before I am human. So these probably won't go in the mail until tomorrow afternoon. And that is the day before Thanksgiving. So you'll probably get this next week sometime. Good night, Mary. So yeah, I am going to end the show here. I'm going to go back over to the house and sit and hang out with hubby. And so congratulations. Yeah, there was a huge lag. I am so sorry about that. YouTube has been having issues lately. So I'm going to end the show here. If you're new to my channel, please do go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am retired and this is my only means of income. And sending out all these prizes every week costs me money. So please do hit that subscribe button. Please do give the video a thumbs up and leave a kind comment down below. And if you're looking for 420 lovely and encouraging and loving friends, please do come on over and join us over on Facebook on The Flock. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. If I don't talk to you beforehand, know that I love you all very, very much. If you're in the U.S., I do wish you a very, very, very happy and safe and love-filled Thanksgiving. Frankly, if your family gives you the hives and the heebie-jeebies and all you do is argue, then don't go. Be with somebody that you care about on Thanksgiving. Okay, guys? I love you all very, very much. I'll see you on Thursday night. That's right, Turkey Day. We will be having Creeples. We'll do a Creeples episode on Thursday night after everybody has fattened up themselves on turkey and stuffing. It'll probably be around 7:30-ish, so it'll be half hour late. But so that is going to be it for me tonight. I love you all very, very much. Be safe, be well, and know that I love you all, okay? I will see you on Thursday. Good night, everybody.